Hey ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from the YouTube channel Redolessence. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Today I have my good friend Carlos joining us.
What's going on, everyone?
And we're going to be taking a closer look at the newest release by the company Fort and Manle, and this one is called 40 Thieves, so stay tuned. This is a 2018 release. The perfumer behind this composition is Fort.
Yes.
And this is the 10th offering in the house. Now, you and I know, have a lot of experience with this house. You've reviewed a few on my channel. I've reviewed Maduro on my channel. And we both have a sample pack of their fragrances. Yeah. And the first thing that I can say about this one is that this perfumer, Fort, certainly has a certain DNA when it comes to his fragrances.
Totally agree, totally.
So the funny part is I sprayed this for you. And you said to me, yep, I can tell this was made by him. Mm-hmm. And then I read off the note breakdown, and of course we were talking about a few of the notes that are contained within, but there's just something so magnetic and so illustrious about this composition. And I know we said we don't have a scent strip here, right? I'm going to spray this one on skin, so.
All right.
We're doing it.
We got a human scent strip.
So you could probably already smell it because it is quite a strong fragrance. I actually wore this one on Christmas Eve, and a few of my family members came over.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
What do you smell first?
It smells very... Balsamic is a word that comes to mind.
For sure.
With his stuff, like wine, boozy-ish, not overly boozy, but the resinous... Oh, that's so beautiful. That's
I know.
Really beautiful.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's like borderline sweet, but yet it's not. There's something about his style of perfumery that just really works for me. And although he uses a lot of heavy notes, they never come off as too brash or too much.
Yeah.
They're just the right amount of, let's say, incense and labdanum, whatever the notes that he may be using at the time.
And both of which are actually notes in this one.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I was reviewing Maduro, and I was really thinking about it, and I had worn it for some time, I was investigating and trying to pry a little bit further into the composition, really just trying to dig up as much as I could in terms of what my nose could do. And I think for the most part, the note breakdown was kind of transparent, like it was supposed to be, Cuban tobacco leaf that was discovered in a box that had drifted up on shore. And there were also some fruits in that box. And I got the woods and I got the tobacco and I got the fruits. And I'm like, okay, fine. With this one, on the other hand, I'm trying to find these notes in there, like the incense and the rose.
They don't
and
scream
they're just
out.
So, I know.
They don't scream out. They're there, but they don't scream out. Like rose is just kind of in there with all the notes, but it's not particularly rosy, the fragrance.
Exactly. And like I would say, okay, I don't smell rose, but I believe it's in there because something about it smells sensual. I don't smell incense, but I believe it's in there because something about it smells meditative. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to find these justifications, but of course I believe that everything is in there, and it's just such a well put together composition. I really am blown away by this one.
There's a jammy quality about it.
Yes,
And several of his fragrances just have a really jammy type feel.
Yeah, and so this one is such a well drawn out composition. A lot of really enticing and inviting and alluring notes in there. You have the resins, you have the labdanum, you have papyrus, which keeps it so interesting. And of course, it's found in a few other fragrances. I know Santal 33 being a common one. This one, no comparison to that one. But you have some woods and you have some really dark, rich, smoky notes at times. I don't know if that's on account of the resins or the incense, but it's a very well put together fragrance for sure.
I like it. I definitely approve.
And so thank you so much to the folks over at Fort and Manle for providing us with this bottle for review. I just want to disclose that at this point. And so you commented on, or I guess when we first sprayed it, I said, oh, so you can smell that, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, the longevity on this one is 10 plus hours. So this is no slouch in the longevity
Whoa.
department. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Projection on this one is also like a solid 2 to 3 hours. There isn't a whole lot of citrus in there, and that is what would have made it a bit more diffusive than it is, I would say.
There's bergamot, I believe you mentioned.
There is
before.
bergamot. Mm-hmm. Very short-lived, but you are going to get 2 to 3 hours from this one. Never radiates beyond an arm's length. What do you think in terms of like seasons and occasions?
This smells like it would work in the colder months, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. Exclusively like colder months. I wouldn't wear this one in the summer. And you think this one is more of a dressed up scent?
I think I would probably prefer to wear it dressy.
Okay.
But I don't, when it comes to fragrances, I do the season thing, but I don't do the dress up or work. I wear my fragrances to work because I don't go out on dates very often. So
Yeah, I hear you.
I utilize my fragrance on a daily basis. If it's something that's heavy, I'll just go lighter. This is something that I know people around me would appreciate and would not be offensive to anyone.
Okay, yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. Even with myself, I have so many that to try to limit myself and say, well, nope, I'm only going to wear this one when I'm wearing a suit. It doesn't sound right. And so, totally know where you're coming from. But Carlos, thank you so much for coming on my channel. Thank you for doing this video with me.
My pleasure.
I really do appreciate it. Once again, very special thank you to the folks over at Fort Manle for providing us with this bottle for review. We really do appreciate it. If you are a newcomer to this channel and you took something of value from this video, please do consider subscribing. This way, whenever I do release new content, it will get delivered straight to your feed, and you never need to worry about missing any of my future fragrance-related videos, and that includes reviews like this one, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, and a lot of other fragrance-related content. I'm also going to be leaving Carlos's information down below, so make sure to subscribe to him as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.